Let me welcome you to the conversation segment on the Signature Show. This afternoon, we'll be discussing some legal issues and contentions that emanated from a Nigerian who was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment by a Dubai court. And what was her offense? She filmed and posted on social media her ordeal and all that she went through, her and other Nigerians, by the Dubai airport officials. Now I have a barrister with me on the program today to discuss most of the legal contentions. His name is Barrister David Ude Chukwu. You're welcome to the conversation.
Thank you very
Now,
much.
Barrister, you are aware that, of course, a Nigerian lady was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment in Dubai court for filming and posting, her ordeal with other fellow Nigerians in Dubai. Is Dubai right to jail a Nigerian lady for filming and posting her ordeal on social media?
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon. The latest issue of the Nigerian lady who traveled to Dubai and made some videos of herself and other Nigerians who were locked up in the room in Dubai International Airport and spread it across the world. That also fetched her a 1 year prison sentence. For us, it's not for us to ask if it is right or not. I think I advise most persons that whenever you want to travel out of this country, endeavor to go through the laws and the rules so that you won't run foul of those laws. And of course, if you disobey our laws here in Nigeria, sometimes we might have a shortcut or an avenue of escaping justice. But unlike in the Western world and the Middle East, laws are made to be obeyed, not to be broken. So I advise them to also get to know the laws guiding your going to that country, your activities in those countries. I think under the United Arab Emirates cybercrime law, is wrong for an individual to make a video of any person without the consent of that person, spreading it in the cyberspace. So because it runs foul of the laws of Dubai, and the laws were followed there religiously, and that also fetched her the prison terms. Not for us in Nigeria, because our law here does not apply there. Yeah, so the laws of Dubai strictly applied in that instance, and that is why she got the prison sentence.
So, Barrister, what actually constitutes cybercrime?
The changing times. We are in a computer age, so to speak, and the advent of the computer age also necessitated the enactment of laws guiding our activities in the cyberspace. How do I mean? Most businesses have been carried out in the internet, in social medias, and what have you. So, and as such, laws have also been enacted to run the activities, to regulate the activities of our yes in the cyberspace. So it has to do with your activities on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the computer itself. You understand? These laws are also made to regulate them. You understand? When you are sending somebody a message through the mail or through the text, that also constitutes parts of the cyberspace. You understand?
In a court giving out a judgment for an offense being committed by a foreigner, whether the foreigner understands or knows that law or not, what should the court take in cognizance before giving that judgment for a foreigner who may know or not know the particular, that the offense he or she is committing is against that particular country?
Okay, let me start by saying that an ignorance of the law is not an excuse. That you don't know that the law exists does not exonerate you from prosecution. You understand? That is why I said earlier that it's best left for whoever is traveling out or going anywhere to check to know, to get to know or get abreast with the laws of those countries, so that you will not come and say, "Oh no, I never knew that those things were actually going against the laws of the land." So it's not for us to define as individuals what laws should be obeyed or not to be obeyed. You understand? And you can't go to the court and tell the judge, oh, my lord, I never knew that such a law existed, and that was why I ran for them. Not at all. Not at all. And if you actually want to ask the court, oh, sorry, I'm a first offender, and as such, the sentencing shouldn't be hard on me. You understand? But not telling the court that, oh, I never knew that that is an infringement. You understand? It's not for you to say that. But you can always plead to the conscience of the court and say, oh, sorry, this is my first time. I'm new in this country. Based on that, the judge can decide to, the court can decide to reduce the sentencing or give you a soft sentence, so to speak.
Now, the intent and the purpose of this video this lady made, which is to show the world what Nigerians go through in Dubai or what every other Nigerian goes through when traveling to foreign countries. Does it undermine Dubai's national security?
That is the provision of the cybercrime laws. You understand? That is what they define as affecting or going to affect the national security. It is not for you and I to tell them what the law should be. The law has been enacted. That's there. When you go through the law, you discover that they have all these things in their law. You understand? Yeah. So to them, such acts undermine the national security. That is them. Because our own situation here is not the same as what we have in Dubai and other countries of the world. You understand? Yeah. What concerns offense in Dubai might not concern offense here in Nigeria, because we don't have the same value system and all that. You understand? So that is all that.
So if it's that, how do we place the type of punishment or sanction that is supposed to be given to an offender according to international law? Is there a particular fixed punishment for anyone who goes against cybercrime according to international law?
The thing is that, let me come in this way. If you're looking at what offense should come to such person in international law, for me, we approach it from the angle of saying it has to go at the state level, country to country. Since we have bilateral agreement with some countries or Dubai, I don't know if we have any with Dubai, but if we have, I think it's just for us for the government of Nigeria, through whatever agency that is responsible, and the Nigeria Diaspora Commission or what have you, to appeal to them. You understand? Now, this is at government level. You understand? To say, oh, please, this is our own. Please, for the sake of one, maybe he never knew that such law existed, or sorry, that his intentions were not going to affect the security of Dubai. Please, and as such, please, can you allow him to go? You understand? Or if, since she has been sentenced, and we have a prison swap program with them, we can ask them to swap with any UAE, that's Nigeria here, you understand, so that she will continue her sentence here. It's not left for us to know if she will continue or they will later go once she comes back here.
Now, the Diaspora Commission has said that they are throwing in their weight to back this Nigerian, and of course that she has the right to appeal after 14 days. So what do you think her chances may be?
Since the Diaspora Commission has also waded into the matter, and I think they will later off the hook. The lady who is Dr. Abike Dabiri, who is the head of that commission, has been doing a very wonderful job, traveling all over the country, all over the world, seeing to the welfare of Nigerians, and also trying to let them know what they should do in situations of this nature. You understand? Yeah. And I think at that level, that is the governmental level now, with that commission getting involved, I think they will let her go.
So there is another issue to this. Just some weeks back, some Nigerians were killed in South Africa. And we also have cases where some Nigerians traveling to abroad have issues either in the airport or the security, moving them up and down and all the rest. Does it have to do with us as a people, our image in the international community?
Yes, I think to a greater extent, it has to do with our image as a people. Yes. Drawing from failure of leadership. Most Nigerians are leaving the country in droves because the economic situation here is very, very harsh. So most persons believe that once they leave the shores of this country, they will make it in life. You understand? And some of them, because some of them are not skilled, go there, they will take to crime and criminalities. You understand? And you and I know that case of Nigerians over the world, Brazil, Thailand, Malaysia, South Africa, involving themselves in drug-related issues. That has also painted a bad image of Nigerians. And that is why they are subjecting Nigerians to inhuman treatment, oftentimes at the airport. Some persons, even no matter how honorable you are, you'll be made to stay at the airport for as long as they want to. And sometimes they even use sniffer dogs to see if you have any drugs hidden in your belly or any other place in you understand? Something else to inhuman treatment. But everything has to do with failure of leadership. Because if, for instance, the country is well run, nobody will be making effort to leave this country. Whatever you can get good employment, you must know Mr. A or Mr. B before you be given the employment. You can only be given employment on the basis of your competence, not on the basis of your tribe, your ethnicity, or where you are coming from. You understand? And that has also created a bad image when we travel out and get ourselves involved in credit scams and the internet scams and what have you. This one they call for what's it called again? Yahoo and what have you. So, and you see oftentimes Nigerians get themselves involved in these crimes all over the world in a bid to measure up. In a bid to say, oh, I've left this country within a few months, here I am, and now I'm not a big boy. You understand? So it is our image as a people that is making them subject us to such treatment. Even in South Africa, they see us as taking up their jobs, the locals. And that's where you see the attacks coming here and every now and then. Them asking us to leave their country and all that.
You know, when this news broke out, there was a particular post on Facebook. A guy said that when Nigerians and when Africans are traveling to the Western world, Europe or Asia, that the type of security check they undergo in the airport is very difficult, even when you're going there for illegal means. Whereas when these foreigners, when these Western people are coming to Africa, coming into Nigeria, they don't have such issue passing security checks and coming into the country. And he said that the black race, the black man, the black color, will always be seen as a second class. What's your thought about that?
Okay, now saying that each time the Westerners or the Europeans are coming to our country, they don't go through those hurdles we the blacks used to go through there because they don't have the same kind of orientation we have, and they are better off when you compare them to us in the sub-Saharan Africa.
In terms of what?
In terms of the economy. The economy over time has been well planned. You understand? Jobs are there for them to do. Schools are not like what we have here. They have wonderful schools there. You can even take student loan and school all through. And once you're out of the school, jobs are there for you to take up. But the reverse is the case here. The reverse is the case here. How many of those houses in the Western world you see them with high fences and high walls? Because the crime rate there is minimal. You understand? The crime rate is minimal because virtually everybody is kind of comfortable one way or the other. Get a percent of them. But not like what we have here. Do you know have millions of children who are out of schools? Some families will go to bed every day without knowing what the next meal will be. They don't, to them there, what to eat, where to live is not an issue for them. But here, where to live and what to eat is an issue for us. How many families can afford to send their schools or their children or their wards to go to school? Very few. And the price here is, you can look at the ASU strike. How many months were the students at home doing nothing? You understand? And oftentimes, you can imagine that after being in school for some period of time, you stop reading and for a longer time. Most of the things you've learned will be going off your head.
Now, Barrister, finally, as someone who is in the legal field, what would your advice be for most Nigerians who are traveling abroad, especially in terms of legality, so that they don't have much of these issues?
Okay, my advice for them is that, one, if they cannot make it here in Nigeria and they want to try elsewhere, traveling out of the country, they should endeavor to study the laws of those countries so that they would not run foul of those laws. And they should not engage themselves in crime and criminalities. Fast lanes don't pay, hard work pay. So as such, they shouldn't go there and start get themselves in drug-related offense activities or cyber crimes. You understand? Internet scams and what have you. You understand? That's my advice for them. If they look inward, they can seize the opportunities.
Barrister, let me thank you for coming to the conversation.
Thank you very much. It's marvelous. Simply.
That's it on the conversation on the Signature Show this Sunday afternoon.